Here's what we ate today for breakfast, lunch, and dinner as a family with 5 kids. Today is meal prep day because we have some kitchen work to do. This weekend we're going to be sanding and painting our cabinets in the kitchen, and we have a lot of meal preps to do. However, I wanted to show you what we eat today because it's going to be kind of hectic, and I figured it'd be kind of interesting to see what we eat today for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So let's get into breakfast. First, we're going to make things very simple. We have some sourdough bread, which we're going to toast up, and then we are going to be making some avocado toast and maybe have some beans on it as well. So let's put this in the oven. I also had a little bit of olive oil and some Italian seasoning, which we were snacking on the little end pieces of the bread for breakfast today. But other than that, we're going to have some sourdough toast. I've heard somewhere that some sourdough bread with some olive oil can have a chance of decreasing heart issues or something like that. It's pretty cool. We're definitely not going to waste the end little bits where you can't even make a sandwich out of. So we're going to make some olive oil here. I added some Italian seasoning and everyone just went at it. We don't own a toaster, so we actually toast all of our bread in our oven. We just have to flip it halfway through. We usually use the broil setting and then just flip it to toast the next side. I like to mix cannellini beans with some salt, some nutritional yeast. I'm going to mash it up a little bit here in a measuring cup. I added a little bit of olive oil here just to smoothen it out. You can use water if you want to. I'm going to continue to mash it a little bit and add the salt, nutritional yeast, and this makes it a really nice cheesy sort of flavor. We spread the beans onto our toast, and we're also going to add some avocados. You can season this up as much as you want, and here you go, a really simple avocado and bean toast. We're in the middle of prepping a whole bunch of meal preps today to help us prep for the weekend. So right now we have a bunch of stuff that's going on, but for lunch today we're going to be making a very simple orzo salad. So I learned to make this orzo salad like a few weeks ago and we love it. The kids love it too, so it's very easy. This is orzo. This is kind of like a rice shaped pasta, and then we're just going to cook it like pasta. It doesn't take 9-10 minutes. I'll probably cook it for about 6 minutes, 7 minutes, because we want it al dente, and then we don't want it nice. We don't want it too mushy.
Mom, then it gets soft in the sauce.
So you want to make sure that it's nice and al dente. So here, Grace, put that into the pot in the background, and we want lots of, we want some salt in there. Now it's time to make the sauce, and I'm going to chop up a few crunchy vegetables. I already have some prepped for meal prep, so I have some bell peppers, green bell peppers, and red bell peppers, which we're going to put into a little mixing bowl here. So we have, let's just put in about a couple of handfuls of bell peppers in here, maybe a little bit more. We're going to put some finely chopped red onions. You can use any mustard, so just put like 3 or 4 tablespoons of the mustard. I have 1 cucumber here, so I'm just going to peel that for the salad as well. And maybe I'll put in this zucchini as well. Why not? Just for some extra added texture. Israel, would you grab me some parsley? Cucumber, zucchini, let's finely chop this. This is probably one of the fastest recipes, and I really liked to make this because it is so fast.
Half of that. And this is about to be the 3rd tablespoon.
I also have some freshly made, this is homemade, freshly made chickpeas. We basically just soak the dry chickpeas overnight, boil it up in the morning, and then we get some lovely fresh chickpeas. I just added some salt in the water. We're going to add some of this into the orzo salad. Why not? Let's put
That's like about 1 cup.
I got a bouquet of lovely parsley, which I'm going to chop as well for the sauce, and we're going to blitz up the sauce. I like to chop this up and blend it into the sauce, this parsley, because it can get a little sort of tough, and I just don't like that texture of it, so we're just gonna blitz it up. In this mixing bowl, I have some olive oil, a juice of a lemon, we have some onion powder, and the parsley as well.
We're also going to add some pepper. I just added it into our vegetables right here. Don't forget to add some salt, and I added some cumin as well.
This is just a spur of the moment, but I think that tahini would be really good in here, so we're just gonna add a little bit of tahini. Why not?
If you've never tried tahini before, it's basically like peanut butter, but made with sesame seeds. You're gonna wanna make sure that you stir it up before using it, just so you can incorporate all of the oils into the butter.
I put about 2 tablespoons roughly, and then we're gonna taste it, and this should be good. Alrighty, the orzo is nice and done and hot. We're gonna put it into all of our all of our vegetables. Bless you. That's a little thick, so I'm gonna add a little bit olive oil here.
Tastes like mustard.
Yeah.
I think we might have added too much.
Oh well. Let's give it a quick stir. Let us know if you've ever cooked with orzo, because not a lot of people do cook with orzo. I find that it's really, really versatile. You can put so much in here and it tastes really, really delicious, actually. It's kind of like rice. So if you like rice, I'm pretty sure you'll like orzo.
That's how I like rice.
That is like rice.
Orzo's all like rice.
Yes, it is. We are adding a little bit of water just to kind of loosen it a little bit. It was a little thick. That tahini definitely made it really, really thick. Add some more. Okay.
Tahini.
Orzo salad is done. Let me serve up.
Or brownie with.
Tastes good.
Brownie comes from
Looks good.
brownie.
Oh yeah, it's good.
And brownie was the third best milker out of them all. Yeah.
This really does resemble rice to me, and we have all the nice chickpeas for some protein, some crunchy peppers and cucumbers, and the zucchini. It was really, really tasty. That sauce was amazing as well. Alrighty, on to dinner time. I prepped this while we were prepping the rest of our foods. We were making a very, very simple spaghetti sauce. We have some onions, some zucchinis, crushed tomatoes, a bunch of seasonings like our Italian seasoning, and we also added a can of tomato paste just to intensify the tomato flavor in a little short amount of time.
For dinner tonight, we are going to be having our pasta bake. It's a spaghetti bake. Now I'm just making a very, very, very simple, fast tomato sauce with like zucchinis and a bunch of vegetables that I have left over from meal prep, and then we're going to mix it with some spaghetti. I'm going to bake it with the spaghetti. I'm going to cook the spaghetti for about 5 minutes. I really don't want to overcook it because we are going to bake it, so I'm gonna really, really undercook it, so that way when it is done cooking, then it's not going to be overcooked. Let us know in the comments if you really don't like overcooked spaghetti, because I really don't like overcooked spaghetti. I really love an al dente, nice, chewy, QQ, as a Chinese person would say, spaghetti. The sauce is ready and the pasta is ready as well. I did cook it less than al dente because I want to make sure that it's not overcooked.
To assemble this spaghetti bake, all we're doing is just layering the sauce and the spaghetti noodles. I have drained most of the water from the noodles, but I did leave a little bit of pasta water just so that I can loosen up the sauce. And this extra liquid will help continue to cook the pasta in the oven when I bake it. If you want to, you can definitely make sort of like a cheesy sauce to layer on as well. It's sort of like a lasagna, but a faster spaghetti version. This one pot sort of spaghetti makes it so easy to freeze if you need to freeze this. And when you're ready to cook it, just defrost it if you want to and put it in the oven, or if you don't mind it, just put the frozen spaghetti into the oven. I got this vegan Parmesan for free as I had a coupon, so I am not going to say no to a free item here. I am going to use a little bit of it, just what we have left over. We really love this cheese, but it is kind of processed, so I wouldn't recommend it if you are eating whole food plant-based. I also wanted to drizzle a little bit of the nutritional yeast just for some added cheesy flavor. Now that I think about it, I probably should have layered this in the middle of the spaghetti. I am going to salt bay this as much as I can, and voila, the spaghetti bake is done. We had this for dinner tonight, so we just popped it in the oven for about 15 minutes just to warm through. It is already cooked and done. The spaghetti actually kept cooking after the layering, and there you go. A very simple dinner that we had. The kids loved it. The kids loved the cheesiness of it, and they enjoyed it very, very much. If you're looking for a dish to sneak in vegetables for your kiddos, spaghetti is the trick. You can literally put any vegetable you like, mix it into a spaghetti sauce or a tomato sauce, and just pop it on some spaghetti. They wouldn't even know what's in there. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed spending time with us today in our What We Eat in a Day. I hope we inspired you to make some really delicious meals today. If you are new, we would love for you to subscribe, and we will see you on in the next video. Bye everybody.